And we're going live.
In 3. All right, you ready?
Yep. No, I already did it. Fuck you.
No. Chat, what's up? Welcome to another episode of the Heathen Sound. It's your boy Negan here with Mr. T3. My dog was just gonna join us, but fuck him. Fuck you, dog. Fuck him. First and foremost, I was just informed of something, chat. And I think we just need to open with this. Scottie Pippen's ex-wife is getting fucked down by Michael Jordan's son, who couldn't play a pickup league game against 16-year-olds.
It has a white name.
Isn't it like Jeffrey or something?
Yeah, I think so. Scottie Pippen's ex-wife is getting railed down by Jeffrey.
But Jeffrey Jordan, bro, I'm so
glad I randomly brought that up now. I had no idea that you just didn't know about it.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Why?
Like I said, they were trying forever to get Michael Jordan to comment on it, and then whenever they finally did, he was just like, I don't approve. It was the most like not Michael Jordan answer that you would like. I don't know. You would expect him to like go on and be like, yeah, that's why I gave you all your chips. You be running your mouth all that time. I gave you all those chips, you little pussy boy. Now my son's fucking your wife. He came out of my balls and now he's fucking your wife. Like, but he does it, dude, because he just does it. He's a gentleman. Jordan's a gentleman. Dude, could you imagine like in one lifetime you give somebody 6 NBA titles and then you give their ex-wife a baby? Or like no, I mean
isn't she like 60? Aren't they all like 60? Oh.
Probably, yeah.
Oh.
Let's see.
My new Glock got 33, Scottie Pippen. That's probably how old Jeffrey Jordan is. Fucking your. Oh, dude, dude, that like you can't write that better.
He, I believe, is with Larsa Pippen.
She kept her name? Scottie Pippen's ex-wife. Damn, she's really pretty, dude. Okay. Okay, Jeffrey. Can we get a slow clap for all the Jeffreys in the back?
Yeah, Larsa Pippen and Michael Jordan's son. Oh, it's Marcus.
Oh, that's his name, Marcus. All right, hey, Marcuses have won plenty of shit.
Oh,
dude, that's so fucking funny. Dude, Scottie Pippen. Dude, Scottie. Oh, bro, to be Scottie Pippen right now.
Larsa Pippen says she's embarrassed over Michael Jordan's comments about her relationship with Marcus. Now, what did I miss?
Yeah, you need to tell your daddy not to be talking about us like that. You hear me? Bitch, you're older than he is. Why don't you go tell him?
Y'all are the same age. Why don't you go like do a crossword together and talk about it?
Yeah, exactly. At the senior center and shit with your bad knees, both of you. You got bad knees for one reason for Scottie Pippen, and Michael Jordan got them for the other reason for Scottie Pippen.
God, we're just on that heathen shit tonight. Jesus Christ. This is a poor man's ex-marriage we're talking about here.
I don't give a fuck. You want to throw mine into the ringer next? I don't care. Let's embarrass this man. I'm down for the shit too. Like, what do you mean? You both got bad Pippen knees. One carried him to 6 titles. One carried him to probably countless. Just
I'm trying to find the quote of.
Dude, fuck Scottie Pippen.
Dude,
That's
Scottie Pippen's a
so-
bitch, dude.
That's your soul. Fucking God, Scotty. Not Scott. Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me. My band every weekend. Scotty didn't know that Marcus and
Okay.
fucking Larissa or Laura or whatever her name was.
Is that at the root of it all, obviously, is my dad's relationship with your ex, Scotty. Obviously, we never talk about. Yeah, what is this quote? It's so illiterate. We never talk about, and I don't think my dad wanted to comment on that. There's always that narrative and rumor that I'm dating you in some sort of way to get back at whatever. So if my dad comes out and said yes, he's fueling that narrative or whatever, but I think he said no just as a joking way of. That didn't make sense. Different website, fuck you.
Scotty doesn't know. Hold on, dude. Hold on, we have to.
I was gonna say, can we
Hold
watch it? Can we, like, yeah, that's what I was supposed to say.
Yeah. Hold
Let's
on.
see.
Yeah.
I just tried to click on join activity in Streamlabs.
We're on the Heathen shit tonight.
We on that Heathen shit tonight.
Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me
What?
do it in my van every Sunday. She tells him she's in church, but she doesn't go. Still she's on her knees, and Scotty doesn't know. Oh, Scotty doesn't know.
Oh. See, I was thinking that these were meant for each other, but it sounds like they're two totally different things.
You didn't know what I was talking about?
I know.
This is exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now it makes a lot more sense.
Scotty doesn't.
Scotty knows, he just don't want to know.
She's out shopping,
Oh.
but she's under me, and I'm not stopping.
Have you ever seen this movie? Euro Trip?
I don't know.
Ever
like
seen Euro Trip? It's like the most fucked up debauchery. It's like, it's bad.
Like
It's
Blue
bad
Mountain
funny
State then?
humor. It's
Or
that-
like,
It's that 2000 that sweet spot of humor I was just talking about the other day. Like, it is that humor. Like, it's fucking raunchy, but it's fucking hilarious. And literally, this song is like, oh, hold on, we'll just play this.
Hey, listen up, everybody.
Yeah, this is from the
A
movie.
little special thing I'd like to do tonight. Play a little song for you.
I'm trying to see
about
it.
the nastiest,
Quite see it.
freakiest little sex puppet I know. Fiona. This one's for you, baby. Happy anniversary.
And that's his girlfriend. Or what? It was supposed
can't
to be
see
or
her.
whatever. Oh.
Like, you want to
I can't
explain?
see it.
Whenever, like, the
Is
video's
it
like,
blurry?
yeah, like the queue's loading
video
up, but the
stuff's on my
videos aren't
side,
showing.
too.
Like, it's just not showing at all. It's just a gray screen. I see the queue though. Like, I'm seeing like the things that you add in there. I'm just not like the actual video isn't playing.
What have you done? Okay, what were we going? What did you want me to play?
Oh no.
Bitch, can you see
Oh,
this?
yeah, I can see it. This is a random trailer that I'm down for.
He's supposed to be so dead.
The danger we face is clear and present.
I want a tattoo that does that.
Same, dude. I have some cool ones, but none that do that. Oh.
This is not a threat, not an if, but when.
I wish they put this much time into their games.
To him,
Yeah, dude, the worst part is that is a factual, actual statement. Like, look how good the graphics and the detail and everything are.
Yeah.
And then the game is gonna be like Roblox
is a
character. Like,
weapon.
look how good that
every
is.
bystander a shield.
Yeah, then like if you press Y too fast, then your game crashes.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, you're like, freeze.
We don't
Yeah.
know his next target, but we know ours. Makarov.
My Joker smile, you know who the villain is. Just so
I feel like I could fuck that guy up. He didn't look that scary. He looked like he works at 9 to 5 at the office.
With all those hidden tattoos. Here's the other thing.
Yeah, except for
He's
the
supposed
dead.
to have been dead like 7 games over, bro. Like, I'm just confused. I'm just confused as like how that even goes like that, because that man should be so dead. Okay, hold on. Let's see. We got any good upcoming video game?
Apparently Modern Warfare 3 is gonna have zombies though. Or whatever the new
It
one
is?
is gonna have zombies.
Yeah, it's supposed to MW3. It's supposed to come out in November, and I'm kind of pumped for it. I don't want like a 23-minute trailer. I guess that's all I get. You see this?
Hey, we're about
Top
halfway
five,
through
25 upcoming
2023,
games.
So, what games do we have
Yeah.
to look forward to for the rest of the year?
Okay, I don't.
I think they
Okay,
needed a
okay, I
refresh
can't
for
do
a
this.
while.
I
It
can't
seems
do
like
this.
Nintendo is definitely going
Videos
there.
like this kill my soul, and I appreciate guys that do that, like content guys like that, but I just can't.
I can. It just
I'd rather die. I'd rather just die. Okay, so what do we got? Michael Jordan's son is fucking
Dude, it's so funny. It's so
That's
funny.
the most fucking 2023 thing for you that you've ever heard. Oh, also,
You know what the worst part
I don't
is,
know
though?
if you've seen- Yeah, go ahead.
It's been for a while now. Which
I
means
didn't
there's
even know.
actual a genuine connection.
I didn't even know. Like, I had no idea.
Like they didn't just hook up, like they've been like in a serious relationship for like a while now. But go on.
The entire island of Maui getting super fucked up right now. Thoughts, everything goes for those people and everything.
What
I don't
was
know
it
if
though?
you've seen some of the videos.
No, I just saw it like where it was in that recommended in the YouTube right there. But I didn't
Dude.
actually see like what was. I hadn't actually heard of anything that was happening.
Jeez.
Oh, are you in the activity still?
Yeah.
I have backed out.
Have been tested like never before in our lifetime.
Earlier today, President Biden
Jesus.
declared a major disaster on Maui, clearing
Dude,
the
bad.
way
And, like-
federal assets to help with the response. The president said the Hawaii National
Fuck.
Guard is using
What was it, like a
fighting
hurricane?
helicopters to help as well.
No, okay, so they're in a really bad spot for like
Wildfires.
El Nino, La Nina, not just even wildfires. How it happened is it kind of is a man fault, I guess. Whatever. So they got hit with like 85-mile-an-hour winds, which is not normal there at all. Knocked the power poles down. Power poles sparked fires. The winds kept coming at 85 miles an hour, just spreading the shit throughout the island.
God.
Yeah, dude, it was like the perfect storm idealism kind of behind it. Like literally the winds came out of nowhere strong enough to knock the power poles down before they could kill everything. They started fires, and then the wind just took the fire like into the island, and it burned it from one side to the other.
And what?
So yes, Hawaii, like I don't want to ever say that you're like a forgotten state or whatever, but they're always like 50, yeah, we got Hawaii, whatever. Like I've always wanted to go to Hawaii. I hear it's beautiful out there. I definitely would love to see it and everything, but like the heathens to you. I hope everything works out.
You know what else is crazy about Hawaii?
What?
I always thought that since they were one of us, that they were just like, I always thought that they were just like a little bit off the coast of California.
Nah, dude, they're
Dude.
like out there.
They are like,
Dude, they're out
It is
there.
the deadliest wildfire in U.S. history in 5 years. That death toll up to 36 from 6 yesterday. That number
Damn.
is expected to rise. Locals who were able to escape the flames describe just how quickly their picturesque Maui turned into mayhem.
Before we knew it, the flames were already at the doorstep of our, a couple houses down from where we live. And at one point in time, you're looking at the flames and it looks like just a wall with the angle of the wind, the way that it was hitting the houses. It was just like,
Jesus.
apocalypse, catastrophic. Something you never want to see.
It is hard to believe.
It just came out of nowhere, dude, and the wind just pushed it.
and you know he's really Hawaiian because he was still smiling.
All the businesses on Front
Yeah,
Street
like literally just like
cherished by tourists dating back to the 1700s.
trying to choke back tears though. That's rough, dude. That's like
on their approach showed that
Fuck, man.
widespread devastation. The charred aftermath left behind by 3 wildfires spurred by an offshore hurricane, 70+ mile-per-hour winds. Now, officials say about 11,000 people.
Hey, he has a Joey Votto shirt on.
Wednesday, another 1,500 expected to leave.
Go
today,
Votto.
but getting out is not easy.
There was no power. There was fire trucks everywhere. There was no gas anywhere.
Lahaina used to be the kingdom, the centralized kingdom of Hawaii, the capital. And so many of our ali'i, so many of the churches, the structures that existed during that time are now all gone. And we need to figure out a way to rebuild our community first before we can even open it up to other people, I think.
Another big concern are pets and wildlife under that blanket there. That's a dog that was burned and rescued and then taken to the Maui Humane Society. The Big Island is currently seeing fires, but so far no reports of injuries or destroyed homes there. In all, more than 1,700 structures have burned on Maui. In addition to the National Guard, the Marines, and the Department of Transportation, they are helping with the evacuations. And then today, Governor Newsom announced he's deploying California's urban search and rescue task forces to help in recovery operations. So it's an all hands on deck situation.
okay. So let's pause. Let's talk about life and everything. How in the fuck are you gonna activate the Urban Response Tactical Force Unit and everything? And San Francisco is literally a drug capital of the world. Why do you give a shit about Hawaii? Should we give a shit about Hawaii? Yes. Now, should like the Ohio National Guard and the fucking Nebraska National Guard and shit get activated and they should go out there and help? Fuck yeah, the boys are sitting there corn-fed doing fucking nothing right now. Like, trust me, like Oklahoma, you can activate us. Like, let's go. My little brother would love to see Hawaii. Yeah, he'd have to fight fires and shit, but he'd love to do something. That's what he does. You know what I mean? That's why they joined the military. What the fuck are you doing anything out of California? California's fucking on fire itself.
Or like at least like if they were just trying to pick somebody close, they still could have gone with like Arizona or something like.
Yeah, New Mexico, fucking Utah. You could have activated all 3 of those states and sent just as many, if not more, forces. What the fuck, you Gavin Newsom? Yo, the government is fucking stupid, dude.
I feel like the government is like these like general managers and stuff where they're like doing stuff with the teams, and you're just like, I'm a guy sitting at home. I know that's a bad idea. So why are you doing it?
Why are you doing it? Because I know I'm not. I don't play that part. I don't do that. All right. Let's watch some really fucking crazy shit.
We begin with breaking news. A Utah man is dead after a shooting involving the FBI in connection to alleged threats against President Biden. An FBI spokesperson says it happened just after 6 this morning in Provo. They're now just announcing.
Listen to everything that this lady tells you, and then I'm going to tell you every factual part of this that she forgets and leaves out.
It though, the FBI says the man threatened to assault and murder the president. He was killed as.
Not a crime. Is it a arrestable crime? Yes. Not a crime that you get executed on site for. Right?
Agents were attempting to serve a search warrant at his home. We will continue to keep you updated as we learn more. Continue to keep you updated.
Yeah, quick, 38 seconds.
As agents were attempting to serve a search warrant at his home, we will continue to keep you up.
He was killed while they attempted to serve a search warrant. This guy is 71 years old, moves around with a cane, and is 300 fucking pounds. Yes. Did he threaten to murder Joe Biden? Yes. 100%. Did he post pictures of himself, assault weapons, all sorts of shit? Was literally posting on Facebook about, oh, FBI, if you're watching me, this, that, and the other, and everything. Yeah, he played the crazy part. 100%. Played the crazy man part. But here's the other thing. He is a 70-year-old man who legitimately was no threat to anybody. This is the man.
He was shot and killed by FBI agents.
Ghillie suit, rifle. Look how massive that man is, right? Like, look, you can clearly see he's overweight. Clearly. Fat ass fingers, ghillie suit, can't breathe, needed it just for the picture.
Loves Trump.
President Biden online.
Loves
Stephen
Trump.
Fabian on what
Loves
the
Trump.
agents discovered that was so concerning.
The FBI feared he was a lone wolf assassin.
Okay, cool, awesome. Shows all these guns. Look, he's literally making ammunition and everything. So clearly fits the part of like unhinged American. What's your okay? Chat, give me just 1 second because I really want to dive into this one because this one makes me feel uneasy too. And I have utter faith in. I try to have utter faith in like the United States as a country. Our government, I don't want to say I believe in, but as a country, I try to believe in. But this one's really fucked up. 70-year-old man. Clearly fits all of the perks of being the wild, crazy, unhinged American, right? Could he shoot and kill Joe Biden? No. What is that?
Yeah, but he could have like coerced someone into
doing what? He could have coerced somebody into doing what?
like somebody that was able to kill Joe Biden.
What stands between this man and Joe Biden?
I mean, nothing really.
Come on, man. Honest, legitimate question.
No, if he's like legit trying to assassinate somebody, then nothing.
He's
like
not gonna get that close.
No,
bro.
that's why he is coercing someone else. That's what I said about the coercing.
Nobody is going to get the actual shot nowadays to assassinate a president. Nobody's going to get the actual shot unless you actually like just blow up a fucking building and walk in with M4s and kill everybody. It's not, you don't get one sniper shot. That shit doesn't happen. This isn't fucking Shooter, bro. It doesn't happen like that. Is this man a threat? Yes. To himself, to public safety, to the idealism of like, let's take over the country and everything. Yes, 100%. I agree with that. Is he an immediate threat to Joe Biden? No.
Is my version though a lot more exciting? Yes.
Yes. 75 years old, actually.
An FBI raid at his home in Provo, Utah.
Okay, so also look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 actual physical that we can see and everything. Look how every single one of these FBI agents are tack vested the fuck up. That old man gets one AR-15 M4 SIG 2225, whatever he has or anything, and actually gets a whole magazine off. That's 30 rounds at most, maybe a 60 round, whatever. You don't need fucking 15 dudes in body armor for one dude and one AR. You don't. Also, here's the other thing. In the law, and like I've done this because I've done the other side of it plenty of times. In the law, the best way and like the actual way that you're supposed to do these things is to try to arrest this man. Not at 6:15 in the morning when he's naked, stumbling through his house because someone's banging on the fucking front door, which turns out to be the cops with a goddamn truck and fucking 15 dudes with assault rifles because, like, oh my God, the police here. Like, what's going on? Whatever. You do it when you pull him over away from his house, and at most he's probably got a 45 on him or something, a 38 or something. You have him get out of the car, talk to the police officers. Here's the other thing, and I don't want to be the asshole to do it, but he sent 2 white cops. So he has absolutely no thought and theory of like, oh, this is a this thing, this is a this thing, this is it does nothing. He's just literally like, oh, this is Joe and this is old fucking Ralph. I know these good old boys.
Marcus.
Hey, get out of the car. We're in a bad spot right here. Let's come over here and talk and everything. Hey, get your pistol off your hip, and then you arrest his ass. Then you arrest him. Then you talk to him. You confiscate all the guns. You probably get some shit against him and everything. You put him in federal prison for 5 years. He dies of cancer or whatever. It's all done and good. This is not how you serve a search warrant to a fucking 75-year-old man. You want to talk about it because you're from the state where it got really fucked up, Breonna Taylor. That is not how you serve a fucking search warrant. That is not how you serve a search warrant. No knock or whatever. That's not how you serve. This wasn't even a no knock. They knocked. Watch the video.
I don't.
SWAT team right there.
You can hear yelling inside the house, then
Flashbang. Flashbang.
They
then
Bang.
Michael Osola shot.
So, dig into the reports and everything. The FBI agent who shot this man, dead ass clear center in the, like, right in the know, blew his face out. Completely annihilated him with one fucking 5.56 round. The guy who did that said, I heard an explosion, thought it was a gunshot. They threw the flashbang.
So he must be, it almost sounds like he's not even freaking paying attention, or he was about to shit his pants. Or he was about to shit his pants the whole time, so as soon as he heard a little pop, he's like, oh god!
And shot that guy dead in the face. So, like, either way this goes, like, the cop killed him, whatever. This is a 75-year-old man.
They're looking for Craig Robertson, and he kind of started yelling back at one point.
Here.
So, yes, these are all his things. Like, a sniper bullet may violate your rights. I hereby, these are all his posts. Like, he definitely was crazy. Like,
Buffoon in chief, digging out my old ghillie suit and cleaning the dust off the M24 sniper rifle. This photo shows Rob.
Whatever. Like, that's wrong. But, like, you want to talk about the government's getting out of control, dog? The government is getting out of control. The FBI is walking around like the KGB, and shit is getting fucking rough. Maui's on fire. That's just the diversionary tactic of, like, not the fact that it's on fire. It's actually on fire. We need to be aware of that. Like, you need to be proactive about that. But, like, there's a lot of other shit going on, too, dude. And
a lot of shit that...
Do you remember, like, what's, Waco? Ruby Rock. Do you remember any of those? Here, let's look up Ruby Rock. Ruby Rock's a good one to have knowledge about. What the? Who the fuck is Ruby Rock? Is it not Ruby Rock? Maybe I'm making shit up. I swear it's Ruby Rock. Ruby Rose?
Ruby Rose? Ruby Rose is... That girl brings out my negative energy, and I'm down for it.
Doesn't she like girls more than you do?
Yeah, probably. Especially in Orange is the New Black, she was... She was
You really don't know about Waco?
She was refurnishing her floor, if you know what I'm saying.
They made a whole like little Netflix thing about it and everything. About what happened to Waco?
I don't watch like TV really. I just watch YouTube.
Okay, so it's not about the like the Netflix side of it or everything. It's the actual, because it actually happened in fucking Waco, Texas. Like it actually happened. God, I can't remember the guy's name. I always fuck the guy's name up.
I've definitely heard Waco, Texas before. So maybe once I said I've definitely heard of Waco, Texas before, and I'm sure it's probably from this. So once you start explaining it, I might.
Yes, it was a guy. The classic, the polygamy, the 9 wives, the this and that turned into a cult following. They owned I don't want to call it I keep saying, I want to say plantation, but that's not it.
Like a,
you know what I'm talking about?
Like a sweatshop?
A compound. Like a compound. Like they had their own whole ass compound. Like they could feed themselves, like self-sufficient compound and everything. It was like 17 families, this and that, but like the main guy absolutely out of his mind crazy.
Well, yeah.
So somebody initially sends out a report to the government of like, hey, they're keeping us against our will. Like they're keeping my daughter. They want to marry her off to this, 40-year-old man. She's 15, this, that, and the other. So the cops come looking. They get nothing. They end up going back, right? They show up as a cop and like a social worker. The cop stays out front and everything. The social worker ends up being an FBI agent. Turns into what ends up being a 48-hour standoff where all of these people end up dying. And like we're talking federal agents getting gunned down. We're talking all of these cult members getting gunned down. We're talking them burning the entire compound down. We're talking about a bunch of kids getting killed. We're We are talking about like an absolute fucking fuck
Slaughtering.
up by... Yeah, like we are talking about an absolute just like fuck up by the federal government, really. Like 100%, it was the federal government overstepping their bounds and like, oh, there's something wrong, we need to do this, which clearly there was something going on, like 100%. There was definitely something going on. So like it did need to be addressed and everything. How the fuck do I get out of it?
But are you saying that they should have like planned a little more?
They shouldn't have done it the way they did it at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like planned their action better.
They
Like,
should
what
have.
el-
They should have fucking followed the rules and been like, "There's nothing that we can do," kind of thing. Like, yeah, we need to watch them. Put up a monitor. Put up a routine. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm
definitely,
saying.
like, get involved. No, but you don't send an FBI agent to where the guy who is paranoid freaks out, finds out it's an FBI agent that's wearing a wire and is like interviewing the kids and all this crazy shit. There's a whole Criminal Minds episode that's kind of like loosely based on it that they do the same similar thing. But like,
I watched
the
a
federal
lot of
government
Criminal
got all
Minds.
those people killed. You gotta leave the activity so it'll go away. Yeah, I've watched the entire fucking series like 6 times.
I haven't watched it that much.
Spencer.
Spencer Reed.
That's my spirit animal.
Matthew Gray Gubler.
He's a wild individual in real life. He's just living, just chilling.
I can see that.
He's literally always posting pictures on his like Twitter and stuff of him just like walking down the beach, tan, fucking like khaki shorts on and shit, no shirt, just chilling, like living my best life. And just like, I would have retired too. Like, one show set him up for life. You know what I mean?
I mean, how long did he do it though? Like, how many years?
I think it was 13 years.
Yeah,
He grew up on the show. He
I
had
think-
a couple movies in between.
I think that's the crazy thing about like long going sitcom shows is like it's not like these things where like these actors get a lot of praise when they do good in like one movie or something like that. Like you did this consistently for over a decade.
So many years. That's
Like it almost starts to sound like an actual job, and I almost respect the money they make more than like.
I mean,
like,
you are that person. At
I
that
almost
point.
I almost respect it because they stuck with that character for so long. So I almost respect it more than I respect the actors that just go and do like a movie and then you don't hear about it for like
same with like
5
all
years,
the
and then they do
guys
like
who
one
guys
more.
sign up. Yeah, and they'll sign up for, you know, hey, I'll sign for 5 movies. Like however you want to place me, like, you know what I mean? Like Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, all those guys signed up for, 10 years. They were like, this is gonna be a 10-year project. You're each gonna be in 5 movies, kind of thing. They're just like, cool, sign me up, and nobody changed. Like nobody changed. Like they just, no matter how fucked up it got, like nobody changed and everything. Even like, rest in peace, Mr. Chadwick. Always love you. That's my Black Panther. Like signed up knowing. You're just like, damn, okay, dude. Like that's raw determination when you're like, hey, I'm not gonna die on this character. Like even in real life, I'm not. And you're just like, what the fuck, dude? Fuck this character. Worry about yourself. Same with the girl from Law and Order SVU, the Olivia Benson chick, Mariska Haggerty or whatever her real name is. I fucking love her, bro. She's been the same person for 17 years, and you're just like, that's who she is. That's like,
it's.
I know her character name, Olivia Benson, better than her real name.
Yeah, I don't even think I don't even know if you pronounced it correctly.
I didn't. Her real name, no, I butchered it. That it's like Hungarian or something. I absolutely ripped it. I apologize. You're Olivia Benson. All right, let's get to what Chad asked us. What's your strictest boundary in relationships? Okay, chat. So I need some specification, or I'm just gonna talk freely. Strictest boundary, as in like what I will tolerate from you, or opposite, like what you should tolerate from me. Like what is the thing that I think is like the farthest left field thing I do, or the farthest left field thing I will let you do.
Yeah, I think it's the
Fair?
second one.
Is that fair? Like farthest thing I'll let you get away with, or that I should get away with in a relationship?
Or maybe it's just, or maybe it's not even like one getting away with it. Oh, like instead of the other one, it's almost more like what boundary you'll like compromise on, maybe.
Not romantic. Okay, so what's your strictest boundary in a relationship? Okay, so non-romantic. Like if we're talking like friend or like person that I have to stand or whatever, like someone I know. My strictest boundary, probably the R word. That's probably my all-around strictest boundary with I don't give a fuck who you are. I punch my own father in the face. Like, no bullshit. I would punch my dad straight dead ass in his fucking face if he said it in a condescending, like, didn't, like, it slip, like, hey, fuck, sorry, like, said it to be mean, I'd break his fucking teeth. But, I mean, dude, I don't tolerate that shit from anybody. Honest to God, we had a moment at the conference, and this lady, dude, this lady with a child with 1p36 deletion syndrome had the audacity that we were sitting at the fucking smoking area and everything, and like she was a new first parent. You can see it on our tags and shit. So like we didn't have the first time parent on our tags. Everybody else, like literally besides the parents we knew, everybody else had green tags. Like first timers, oh yeah, let's see what it's about. Like, hey, 85% of them will not show back up next year because it was not like glitz and glamour and everything they wanted and everything. It was like it's a real group of like hard people who have to get through it and shit. This lady was kind of butted herself into the conversation we were having with Callie's mom, and Callie is great. I talked about Callie before, like she's the oldest 1P, like about to turn 36. Callie also went to high school with fucking Andy Dalton, dude. She graduated She graduated from Katy Perry, Texas High School with Andy Dalton. She was 36 years old.
You know he's on the Panthers now?
Literally, her mom was like, you should ask her about Andy Dalton. And I was like, hey, Callie, what do you know about Andy Dalton? She was like, well, and I was like, Callie, I don't have 20 minutes. I would listen, but I really don't. So I have a Callie story about Andy Dalton that I'm going to tell as soon as I get it fucking finished, because I did not have the time. I love Miss Callie, but she takes her time with stories, dude. It's just one of those things. But yeah, no, definitely. I can't stand it, dude. And so that lady like butted herself into the conversation and everything, was talking about her 1P kid and stuff and everything. Pulls out her phone and literally said the phrase, oh yeah, because my kid is retardedly photogenic, and then turns it around to show us. Callie's mom literally, and then being nice, just looked at it and everything, and me and Anna both froze. We both froze, dude.
That doesn't even sound like a natural way to say it.
No bullshit. Shaq can verify this story. That is exactly verbatim what she said. She said, my child is retardedly photogenic. And Callie's mom. And then, because she's heard it for years, they're from fucking Katy, Texas,
Yeah.
I know her daughter got bullied, everything, whatever, and everything. And yeah, Anna grabbed my arm, and I, like, punch a woman in the back of the head? Like, is that acceptable with the fact of the matter? And, like,
I think as long as it's open hands. Open hands, fine. You just can't make a close fist.
And I literally, like, looked around the lady, because she had, like, stepped in front of me, and I looked at Callie's mom, and I was just like, Cindy, I gotta go. Like, and she looked at me and she just held her thumb up like around the lady and everything and was like, go, I'll handle this. And I hope to God she schooled her and like hopefully made her feel like shit. But yeah, dude, there was like a whole moment we were walking down the hallway and I was like kind of dragging Anna, and she was like, I'm gonna do it. And I was like, you're not gonna go knock her the fuck out. Well, do I want you to? Yes. Will I let you? No.
Dude.
I do not want you to get arrested.
But listen, hear me out. Hear me out. The content. If you didn't pull that phone out, dude, and get...
I'd have been all right, stream, so, fuck, she broke my teeth. All right, so I will stream back from the precinct, downtown Detroit, where I go pick my wife up for an assault charge. I guess another person who's from out of state and everything, but, like, there was a whole moment, and, like, my wife is the sweetest, kindest soul in the world. Will she fight for her own? 100%. She'll protect herself and everything, but that's why she married somebody like me, who's quick to be like, what's up, bitch? I'm gonna slap you and then like get it going. Like, that's why. So, like, for her to be mad about it, and to me to be the stand-in, like, hey, come on, keep going.
Yeah.
Trust me, because if it would have been a dude, I'd still probably be in Detroit, Michigan. No bullshit. I posted a whole thing on Twitter about it today because literally one of the biggest streamers who I wanted to come on this podcast and I had mad respect for and everything chose to scream those words, not once, but twice, back to back, because he got his ass rinsed in a game of Apex. Fuck you.
Who? Come on.
I'm not one to start problems, and I'm
You're not starting problems.
This person, yeah, Pete.
That's our problems.
With people. Yeah, it was just, he got fucking waxed, bro, and was like, this fucking retarded, that fucking retarded. And I was just like, damn, it's like that? I saw him, and I got a fucking brain injury. My kid wouldn't have got his ass waxed like that. Fuck you, dude. And it's just dumb because, like, these people aren't my friends. These are streamers. This is what they do. This is their professional fucking job. They make lots of money doing this and everything. But, like, I have donated and, like, had conversations with this dude about, like, never been like, oh, don't say that word or anything, but, like, had the comment of, you know, I have a special kid, and like, oh, you know, what's that like? And, like, had conversation with him about it. And it just, like, seemed to acknowledge it, but people don't acknowledge it, bro. People just don't acknowledge it, and it's just one of those words of, like, my kid will never understand that he's supposed to be afraid of that word, but he will be the one to forgive you. I won't.
I think.
Cool.
I think people probably also what it is. I feel like, especially when it's not something that like you see.
It doesn't affect you.
Yeah, like so. I mean, I just mean like something like that you don't see like firsthand, and it might be some of the people that say like some people have a problem with the word bitch. You know, some people see it as like a very like I guess misogynistic word would be the thing.
I don't call women bitches anymore unless you're being a bitch. Then you deserve to be called a bitch. Like
okay, that's what I'm saying. I feel like maybe
I had a woman break it down for me. No, it wasn't about it being in my face or anything. It was someone explained it to me. The same way, normally when someone says it, I look at them and I'm like, hey, we do not say that fucking word. My special needs kid will forgive you. I will not. We will not say that word. Because my retard is cool as hell. Like, he is cooler than you are, and I'd rather hang out with him and be around him or fucking have to deal with him than you. Like, 100%. It's also when people are like, oh, that's... and talking bad about something, because that's the opposite. Like, retarded fun as shit, dude. Like, and I guess I have to be the parent that, like, explains that and says that, but, like, being retarded is fun as fuck. Like, my son has a brilliant time. Why? Because he doesn't give a fuck if you're looking at him. He doesn't care if he has fancy shoes. He doesn't give a fuck if he's the coolest, cutest kid in the room. He doesn't give a shit. Why? Because he has no ego, no pride, no, like, mentality of having to be the best at anything. Because he's fucking happy to be happy. Yeah. And he has something that me and you and all these other people will never have. Bliss. Actual bliss. Actual bliss. Because I'm sitting here on this fucking podcast for other people's enjoyment, other people's connections, other people's like involvement in things to be able to put my own perspective on things. I'm doing this for other people. Am I doing this for myself in a sense? Yes. So that's also something my child will never do. He don't have no pride. He don't have no selfish. He don't care. He doesn't want anything because he wants. Like if he sees something, he's like, "Oh, that's cool. No, but I'm gonna take it. Thanks." But if I took it from him, he wouldn't be like, "Dad, that's mine." He would just be like, "Cool, you got it now too. That thing's cool." Good for you.
Good for you.
Literally, because he doesn't have any of that pride or that. And so, like, it's the worst when people. And here's the thing, chat. I put myself through hell because I was a kid that grew up, and every time something was wrong, it was bad. It was retarded. Or something was this or that. Oh, it was gay. And I hated that. I hated being that person, so I was really hard on myself of trying to break those habits and everything. And the second I stopped trying to break the habits and understood the habits, made more sense. Made more sense because the words I was using were like these broad spectrum terms that everybody was using. It was a social thing. It was a very like socially accepted thing. Oh, dude, that's gay. That's guy. We don't do that, guy, bro. That's gay. We don't do that. Oh, that's fucking stupid, bro. That's retarded. Like it was socially accepted, and not like it is acceptable or supposed to be, but like it was just so normalized.
And you know what the craziest thing is? When I was still in school and like calling things gay was just like like you said, like just kind of like the social thing.
Yep.
I didn't like whenever all the times that I said that, I didn't think gay people were real. Like I didn't think it was. I grew up in a small town in Kentucky, bro. I didn't know. I had never
I'm not making fun of. Like I'm literally not. Just like the realization of
I know.
Literally like the same, bro. Because when people like growing up and stuff, people would be like, "Oh yeah, yacht and stuff like this," or you know, I went to Beverly Hills, and I'm like, "Bitch, that shit's not real. California doesn't exist. Like mansions." 13-bedroom fucking 9-bathroom houses are not a fucking real thing. Like they don't exist. What I've seen some big houses, and these are mansions, these 5-bedroom, 3-bath, fucking 2,000 square feet. Nah, bro, I walked into a 17,000 square foot house. And I was like, yo, dog. Rich people exist. Like I understand your mentality behind it. Like they're like until you see it, until you see another grown ass man make out with a man, and you're like, oh shit. Okay, is a thing. That's like a real, like a legitimate thing.
Actually, I found out whenever I was like dozing off and I was falling asleep, and my cousin reached over and started messing with my shorts, and I was like kind of dozing off, so I didn't know if it was like actually happening or not. And then he like pulled my shorts down and had like the blanket over my butt and was rubbing my butt cheeks, and I fucking jumped up and I jumped out of the room, and he said that it wasn't gay because there was a blanket touching my butt and not. So then that's when I realized that gay people.
This gave me the best short in the history of YouTube shorts. Like, those are 15 million impressions we're getting made by YouTube right there. There's a blanket there.
Yeah. Yeah, you remember Charles?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, we're not gonna talk about this blanket right here. It's not good. No, until you like actually see the shit firsthand. Same like, dude, I went to public schools. Like, I feel like you've been in a public place where there's been like special people. So I saw it up close. No fucking idea, dude. No.
Yeah, I mean, like,
idea. Will I give a Down syndrome kid? Will I give a Down syndrome kid a high five? Always, my whole life. Like when they were like, "Ah, yeah, what's up, dude? Cool, hey."
Yeah, like,
did he understand that? Like,
I'm just friendly
not
with
an
people,
asshole.
so like, yeah, like I was never like an asshole to their face, but like behind their backs.
Until you see special needs up close, and like, honest to God, until you look in Gideon's eyes and you don't see anything, and that's like the most like awakening thing for your soul, because you look into your own and you see things, dude. You like see the stuff that makes up your eye. You know what I mean? Like when you actually look at your eyes, you see things in your eye. Giddy doesn't. You don't see anything in his. They're the clearest, most beautiful little fucking silver lakes of just like eyeball. They are literally so pure and clear. They have nothing in them. They have no pride. They have no ego. I mean, there's happiness. Like, he's definitely a happy baby. Like, he's definitely happy in things and like laughs and does
I like
all
how
that.
you did
But like,
the thing.
we're trying to work on it. Happy.
Yeah.
He's getting real good to the sound. Literally heard Johnny do it and just stared at him, and then looked at me and looked at Johnny doing it and was like, I was like, are you happy? And he's like, I was like, okay, we'll work on it. We've been trying to do like 4 or 5 different sign languages just because a lot of them said that like it started a sign language for them. And there's some of them that'll fucking, and they GS your ass up, and you'd be like, hey, what's up, Westies? What's good? Hey, wrong neighborhood. Yeah, and they start throwing up some signs on your ass, and you're like, hey, the fuck? I turned the wrong corner, bro. I thought I was at the specials conference, not the crypt conference. Damn, I didn't know I was supposed to be here, dog. What's good? What's brackin'? Like, it gets real rough sometimes, but
could it be the crip bull?
Old?
I get so scared on batteries. That was the slowest delivery on a joke I've ever had in my life. I felt like I just went to dive into the water. I didn't know if my head was gonna hit the floor or if I was gonna get a perfect 10. I didn't know what was coming.
He said, cripple?
It was like the words were quivering in my chest. They're like,
oh, fuck me, dude. What's the timestamp?
Oh. Like 49 minutes.
Did you just read? Chat just fucked my brain up.
Why would they say? My phone's about to die. I'm too lazy to get my charger, so I'm gonna head to.
Alright, I'll read it to you.
Oh god, I got it. Well, go ahead and read it for like the VOD too.
Do either of you have brain blocks on life? Like things that happen that are just hard to comprehend? Example, the fact people have been dying for many years and the world isn't covered with gravestones, or the true amount of oxygen coming off of greenery. Or the fact that sun burns us out, outer space is freezing.
Yeah, I think anything to do with space, especially space, and then like the 85% of the ocean that we haven't discovered.
I try to hold a really big brain block on the fact that we never buy things with time, or we never buy things with money. We only buy things with hours of our lives. I really try to block that one out because that one gets really overwhelming when you think about it. Like how much time? Like, and that's the thing. Can I just fast forward and give you the amount of time to get to where I need that everything's paid for?
But you know what's even crazier than that? You're saying that you don't pay for these things with money and you pay for them with time, but time isn't real.
Yep. But that's the thing is like time in a sense is real because I am paying with them for the time, like of just the time going by of me being at my my job and stuff. Like the aspect of that one really fucks me up sometimes. Like actually thinking about like, hey, you know, I want to buy a new part for my PC or whatever. Oh, it's $300. Okay, that's 21 hours of my life. I'm just like, damn, dude. That one gets me sometimes.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah, but that one never really
one
fucked
of the
with
biggest reasons I want to chase this and do as much as I ever can behind this and make as much as I can, just because like I try not to waste time anymore, man. I wasted a lot of fucking time crying over wasted time.
Yeah. The chat definitely opened up a whole can of worms with that question because I'm also thinking,
Yeah, they fucked me up too.
the thing that really fucks me up with time is like when you go to sleep, you literally just like you're there. Sometimes you remember dozing off, sometimes you don't, and then you just awake in like what felt like forever, but was like also felt like seconds. And like there's people that were out like working entire like 12-hour shifts that took them forever.
And you were asleep the whole time.
And you were asleep for like the 2 seconds that they did those 12 hours, and you're
that one fucks me up just because like the aspect of I'll wake up and it will have been 9 hours or 8 hours or something, and I'll be like, dude, that felt like 6 seconds. Like I'm still tired. I am still
still tired.
Like I never like fully. I don't remember like going to sleep. Where did this time go? Like what was I at? And that. Here's the other thing. Me and my wife have talked about doing like a video and like watching ourselves sleep just to make sure we're not doing like wild shit in our sleeps and make sure that there's not something we can do that would maybe help us sleep better. But like
those streams are really popular.
That's fucking crazy.
I'd do
This
one.
is one of those things of like
I'd do one.
The other
Just
thing
one.
that about time is that somebody told me one time is that nothing in time has ever been lost. It's only been taught incorrectly. So like nothing that was ever in existence that has been like taught down to people has ever truly been lost. It was just taught on to the next person incorrectly. So everything is still floating around in time's existence. Yeah. That one fucked my brain up. Yeah. Hey, you want one of these? When that will come back to
Yeah, actually. Oh god, I'll have a full-on answer. That's what we need to do. We need to write down some like talking points for it. You know, I have an idea for us if you're down for it, because I'm gonna do it with Will too. So we're gonna make you make like a little character about yourself. And I know you said you're not a fan of wasting time, but we could even turn into a pod segment where like we can do it like alternate like once a week type thing, but like you just type a little page out like of a story and then you send it to somebody and then they fill out a page to go like along with it. And then we can sit there and come up with like these dumbass like full on little stories together while we're talking about them on pod. And I'm really envious. Tastes like shit. Yeah. Like tar. Is it a very like heavy, thick gummy?
Chad, I might have just fucked up.
Yeah, you might have just.
Bro, I can taste psilocybin.
That was so spontaneous. You just popped a.
My intrusive thoughts won so hard in that moment, dog, and you didn't even try to help me. My intrusive thoughts just won so bad right there, and nobody even tried to help me.
I'm the homie, dog. I got you.
My brain was like, take 4.
Oh, you just took one. You just took one, so it was fine. Now remember, you can't take 4. You gotta have enough for the night. I like how you also took that like an hour already in, instead of taking it like 45 minutes ago. You literally waited until like we have like 30 minutes left, and then you're like, okay, I'll do this now.
This is gonna be the longest pod episode you guys never wanted.
Either the longest pod episode or the scariest nights of games I've ever had.
It's right there, Negan. You're fucking dead. Stop talking to me.
It's like, just shut the fuck up.
I hit him for 160. No, you didn't. What?
You hit him for
Tell him to
16.
in the room. That's me all the time. I'm like, look him, and then I watch the VOD back, and it's like 36, and I'm like, I swear it said 90 something.
I know. I love when people are like, one shot, and then you like are sitting there lighting them up for like 160 or something like that, and you shot him as soon as they said that, and then they go, oh, he must have hit a bat or something. You're like, when?
He got that shield swap, and I'm like, so you mean the one off the dead shield that I already swapped because he already shot me in the fucking ass?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I'm the king of shield swaps, bro. I'll literally get a new shield, get ripped, and be like, all right, I'll take my old one back. Sorry, excuse me.
Best one though, I've heard somebody tell me that they shield swapped before, and there was no crates.
No.
But like, not like they didn't like just pick a shield up off the ground. Like there was no crates. They said, "Oh, I shield swapped." It's like, but there was nobody dead. How did you shield swap?
Shield swap.
Like if we wipe the team and we don't thirst any of them,
you can always shield swap now. There's always shield swap. Video games. You can always shield swap. I think I fucked up.
fucked up. I think since like 3 game nights ago, 4, whatever. No, I don't know. Whatever that last night was that I had the Whitney.
I'll never forgive your sister for losing the drugs. That was a good pod night. You're like, I just fucking don't want to be. Fuck you. It's not my fault.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah. How the fuck do you lose the drugs? Literally, from the drug dealer to the car to the house. How do
You know what the best part is?
She found the drugs?
No, she lost a second one. She just lost it, so it's 2 in a row now that she's lost.
Bro, I never one time misplaced my drugs when I was doing drugs. I don't even do drugs now, and I still wouldn't misplace them. Why? Because I did drugs. Did drugs.
I mean, like even if I like, misplaced it, I'm not stopping until I have it. Like I don't care if it's like
I didn't lose it. It is in this vicinity.
Yeah.
It's like fell in a crack or something. Like, yeah, dude, I lose my
Yeah, I'm
cards
tearing
and
it up.
shit all the time. Like, oh, dude, my little beat cards, especially my little like one hitters. They're not one hitters, but they're disposables that I'll get. That's why I wear long socks at work because I put them in my sock. If not, I'll make a turn on my fucking golf cart. That bitch will. I'm like, fuck. Fuck. Screwed up, dude. I've slung my real vape. I've slung this bitch off the golf cart like 3 times. Like literally whipped a turn real quick because someone was like turning or something and not like had to make a quick reaction and it just whoo. Literally one customer, she stopped and she was like, let me buy you a new one. And I was like, man, this is literally like a $200 vape. And she was like, no, honey, let me buy you a new one. And like started pulling out cash. And I was like, Miss Linda, get the fuck out of here. Like I have the pieces to fix it. Like the mod's fine. It's just glass and a tip. And she literally would not stop until she put $20 in my hand. I was like, all right, cool. So we bought 3 tips and 3 pieces of glass. It was like $21.65, but she came fucking whipping around the corner, dude. And I was just doing my normal punt, and I had to and it just boom, boom, skipped in front of her, and I was like, oh, damn it. She got, what was that? And I was like, that was my vape. And she was like, oh no, honey, let me fix it for you. And it's in pieces, just leaking. And I'm like, seriously, like, don't touch it. It's glass and everything. She's like, oh no, how much is a new one of those? And I was like the whole thing? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, it's like $200. I was like, it's like batteries in it and the glass. Like, explained it to her, and she was like, let me get you some money. And I was just, you're not about to get. And she started pulling out fucking 20s and $100 bill and everything. And I was like, seriously, I just need to buy the tip and I need to buy the glass. And she was like, well, you're gonna take this at least. Take this and then get you some lunch on me. I was just like, okay.
So, I heard something about Oklahoma today. Do you know about anything going on in Oklahoma with hairless sacrificed cats?
Or on pot.
I'm not talking about pussy.
Call me out like that?
What are you talking about?
I've been murdering the pussy in Oklahoma for years, bro. No, I'm just kidding. No, like someone's been sacrificing hairless cats.
I think they've been shaving them and then sacrificing them. But that's about the most information that I got, and so I was really hoping that you could fill me in. Like maybe you like saw something on the news or.
Look, AB coming into the podcast. AB, what's up, my man? How you been?
Antonio Brown?
Antonio Brown and himself.
What's up, Antonio, bro?
AB,
sorry the XFL didn't work out.
What the hell have you been doing? It's in the Shawnee area? No way, dog. This is really happening. That's really happening?
Oh, wait a minute. Is Chad helping? Yes, Chad.
He said, yeah, well, Chad Jingles, AB, he's from here. We used to work together at the pot shop.
Okay,
we were managers together. Math. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, that just sounds like, dude, honestly, that just sounds like rural America nowadays. Because literally anybody, they'll be like, oh, I'm from this little town in Iowa. You know, we got a meth problem. Oh, I'm from this little town in Michigan. We got a meth problem. Oh, I'm from this little town in fucking Virginia. We got a meth problem. And you're just like, I think it's just small towns that got a meth problem.
It's cheap.
Really smart people.
Cheap, ain't it? I'm not saying smart.
Dude, you don't understand. Those guys could go get chemical engineering degrees with what they actually do in chemical, like what they produce, like how they do that, how they extract the lithium. Like, dog,
I'm not Walter White.
Like,
come on, Walter White.
Yeah, people make fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Dude, I cannot get this gummy taste out of my mouth.
Yeah, rub it in a little bit more.
Yeah, but they're...
Eat another one.
No. I have to go to work tomorrow. I'm gonna walk in my facility like, it's real. And you're like, what the fuck?
Oh, no. It's at a trip time of, what was it, 5 to 8 hours?
No, these aren't the spores. These don't have any information on the trip time.
Oh.
It says it's got some THC in it, though.
Because why not?
And 25 milligrams of lion's mane.
The flower?
No, the mushroom type.
Oh.
There's like 16 different types of mushrooms. Penis envies, gold caps, king heads. The penis envies, bro, if you look up penis envy mushrooms, they literally look like a giant dick, and it'll make you envious of how the penis looks, because that is not how your penis looks.
Yeah, but I like for my penis to be able to fit places.
Bro, also while I was at the
like
shop in
between the couch cushions and the yogurt
so
bag.
They had like Japanese stuff, and this is grapefruit flavored.
Oh, is that one?
Dog. When I tell you the greatest Gatorade I've ever had. Like the greatest Gatorade ever. And then Anna got these like Skittles, and they were like, yeah, like real flavors and stuff. And dude, they had the coolest shit. And then right underneath all this cool shit, they're like, you want to buy some mushrooms? And I was like, I mean, I just looked at my wife. Funny story about that. So, me and Anna have been together for almost 5 years. You know what I mean? We've been going on for a long time. Almost married here in like a month. It'll be 2 years, kind of thing. Like we've been together. We know each other. Got a special needs kid together. Like you develop a relationship with somebody like that, through and through. And she said that I only ever make this sound. She said probably about 3 or 4 times the whole time we've ever been together. But apparently there's a way I ask for something when I really want, like genuinely, like to my core, actually want something. And she said I like looked at her and lit up like a kid and was like, "Babe, can I please?" She was like, "Yeah, do whatever you want, spend whatever." And that just to me is like me telling my person, like, "I'm about to spend money and you can't stop me, please." Yeah. There's a whole moment I was like, "Can I please buy some of these?" And she was like, "I don't fucking care." She was like, "I mean, they're reputable. And like, here's all the information about it and everything." And I was like, "Yep, okay, let me get that and that. 2 of those, and 1 of those, and 4 of these, and whatever the lady wants."
How is it so far?
I can feel it in my heart. I don't know, that's a good thing.
I don't know if your heart keeps beating or.
Always for you.
Well.
Just bro. Honestly, it's a really intense body high right now. Like seriously, like my hands are a little shaky and everything. My eyes are getting not blurry in a bad way, but where they start to like hone in on stuff. Real sticky.
Nice.
Let's not do all that. I keep focusing on like the Heathen sound thing above my name because I can't really see the colors.
Follow my finger, okay?
I haven't moved. I didn't move.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. I've been making this for you.
I was so interested. I don't think I can do this.
I'm getting a contact trip. Stop it. I don't even know what's happening.
Bro,
it's a real thing.
Dude, we just need to meet up in Michigan. I'll buy you whatever you need. Bro, I
Illinois.
Like if I could, everything is it's legal in Illinois. It's super illegal in Indiana. Everything like weed, guns, everything.
I'm saying it'd be better for us to meet in Illinois than it would be Michigan.
No, I'm saying like permanently. I'm gonna move.
Permanently.
Beautiful. The beaches.
I thought you didn't call women that.
No, there's beaches and no bitches.
Gotta be some bitches. Even though, once again, I don't refer to them as bitches.
We don't call them in that. Yeah. Bitches and hoes.
Now, hoes, I'll call them a hoe.
Call a hoe a hoe.
Yeah, I'll call a hoe a hoe. That's different.
I call a hoe a hoe.
That's that's a real slogan right there. That's a genuine slogan for us. A hoe's a hoe.
I will call a hoe a hoe. Like,
welcome back to the Heathen Sound. A hoe's always a hoe, and welcome back to the show.
Just in case you guys forgot, just remember on your way out, a hoe is a hoe. Like, once you know a hoe, you know a hoe. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with hoes. Santa had 3.
Hey.
Ain't nothing wrong with hoes. I've known a couple. Known a couple hoes.
You've owned a couple?
What you do in RuneScape is your own goddamn business.
RuneScape? You ain't no RuneScape player.
Level 100. Do you want to log in right now, dog?
Yeah.
Let's go. RuneScape it up.
Alright, let me track down my pterodactyl that
Never
has
played
my
one moment in
floppy disk
RuneScape.
with RuneScape saved on it.
Dude. We were just talking about floppy disk yesterday. There ain't nothing wrong with those. Santa got
I think
three.
that's why it came to mind.
I got a couple.
Yeah. I wish I could have been alive
got
when floppy
hoes.
disks were big, because then my floppy dick could be big.
It'll always be little, buddy. Just like floppy disk. Little and
I was born in the wrong time, dude. Everybody's got all these SSD dicks now, and I got like the first ever
I got
flash drives that were like a
4060.
kilobyte.
Could literally upload at a megabyte to top out.
Yeah, it's when I nut. When it tops out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's like processing, loading, boom.
Loading, done. Loading, done.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. I've never satisfied a woman. That was a joke.
So you just made me think of a question, a scenario, like a topic for us to go at. How many women of the, and I'm not asking your number, I don't give a
Like
fuck,
fake
that's
an
not
orgasm?
fun. No. How many have you faked the connection?
I don't
with?
think.
Like how many women that you've actually slept with have you actually like enjoyed your, and not just like, of course you enjoyed yourself, came everywhere, you know what I mean? But like how many people have you ever physically been with that you actually connected with?
All of them, because that's my issue. I get.
Welcome to another episode of the Heathen Sound.
Yeah, I'm attached.
A hoe is a hoe.
I'm attached right off the bat, dude. Even if it's a hoe, I'm trying to be her man.
Oh man.
I'm trying to be her man.
I'm trying to be home.
Hoe man, hoe man.
Homie. That's my homie.
Yeah, dude. Like, I'm like, wow, this girl's a hoe. I might be able to fuck her, and then I'm like, I love her, and I can't wait to make love with her.
Yeah, three. I think three. In my 30 years, I think 3 people ever. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm not actually trying to be a hoe. Man.
The closest one that I could think of to that, was one of the 40+ year olds. There's like 3 or 4 of those. It was just.
And in a weird way, I feel like I have had a connective person at a different stage in life. Like, because, like, at the young years, 18, 19, 20 and stuff, I feel like I had a girl, but it was literally just like a one-night thing. And I was like, oh, I thoroughly enjoyed that. And then she turned out to be a hoe, because hoes will be hoes.
Or a guy.
How much Adderall did you take today?
3.
Just 3. That's why I'm so pretty. Except that it's like,
Always that pretty, just never have that Adderall in me to say it. That's all.
look at me, I'm not doing anything.
Oh God. Hey man, it's been like that. Like when you get on like hour 14 or 15 and your dick's literally trying to crawl away from you and you're just like.
What's the longest you've ever stayed up on Adderall?
Oh, days. I don't know. I know. I almost beat off for like 16 hours at one point. It was like I couldn't walk straight for like a week because my dick was so chafed.
What?
Yeah, dude. I like went in at like fucking like 4 p.m. No, I probably went in at like 7 p.m. And then, like, had to tell the boys I couldn't get on Xbox that night because I was trying to finish something and I was busy. But really, I was just stroking my meat from, like, 7 o'clock at night until, like, I heard my dad get up for work at, like, 5 or 5 the next morning. I was like, oh, God, I gotta stop. Because, you're trying to find the right video. You hear a creak in the floor, so you stop and watch the door for a second. And then you get soft, and then you gotta like work it back up because your blood flow's so poor because you just took like 10 Adderall in that day. Like I would only stop jacking off to go over hit another line, and then I'd go lay back down again and be like, "Come on!" My eyeballs are like goofed out of my head like this, and I'm just like,
bro, I can't breathe. Shut the fuck up. I'm having a heart attack. Oh my God.
you gotta It'd be like, maybe this will work. Oh!
Jack, I can't breathe.
The next thing you know, you've talked to like 30 dudes on Grindr, gotten like 48 dick pics. 40 of them are men in their 60s.
Like, I don't know where this went. So that. Oh yeah, it's actually a nice dick for a 60-year-old.
Yeah, but I might like my older women. I do not like my older men. Never did. Where the line had to get drawn at.
Oh, we just lost 7 viewers, as Jason would say.
Yeah.
Bro, these are YouTube short goals. These are goals. I need one day to just
short
sit
dicks
here and
make
put
shorts
these-
on YouTube. I can't upload no movie. I gotta.
Trendy topic on YouTube Shorts right now: 60-year-old dicks. What is the Heathen sound? I don't apologize at all. I saw you have to.
I think also it's kind of traumatizing because they're trying to think of 60-year-old dicks. I think about the first time I ever used the men's locker room at E-Town Swim. I was in there taking a shower and that dude came over and looked at me. Yeah. And I didn't think anything of it at the time when I was a kid, and then like when I got older, I was like thinking about it. I was like, that guy was looking at my cock.
He was gonna fuck me.
And he was literally like 10 times my age.
Yep, and size probably. Yeah, we were just throwing you down. That's way with you right there. Anytime swim.
You would have thought I was in jail with those showers. I didn't even drop the soap, dude. Maybe that's why I was safe, because I didn't drop the soap.
I didn't even use soap in that bitch. Oh, dirty in that motherfucker. Ass on man.
I don't even spread my cheeks. I don't even let the water run through my cheeks. I ain't no bitch.
We're going down.
This is the night. This is the night all of our hopes and dreams die.
Yeah, no,
I guess
I already got a reservation. We got a nice table.
whichever platform doesn't ban us, we can go to the other one.
Yeah. Well, what if they both ban us?
Then I guess we go to Kick.
Kick. What's up, Mixer?
You gonna give us the boot? We gonna go to the Kick.
Oh, what's the other one? What's the rocker or whatever? No. There's Mixer, and then there's
Mixer's dead.
Mixer's dead. What's the other? There's another one. Some big guy just signed
Rumble?
with it. Rumble. Yeah, Rumble. We're coming to Rumble, boys.
Rumble.
Coming to a Rumble near you, bitch.
From what I know, Rumble's an absolute slaughterhouse. Do you know who Leafy is here is? Do you remember him?
Yeah, my fucking chat and my wife just insulted me.
What'd they say?
Because I'm a salty ass, white pepper leg ass, skin tone white like I'm stuck in winter, body covered in ink like I fucked a printer.
Well, don't worry, my skin's literally.
Shit, my shit crispy. Like my arms, but my legs is white.
There's like tanness, and then there's whatever illness I've contracted.
I might get a violation for this. If Amaranth can show shit like this, he just makes my legs look longer and lengthier and more pretty, bitch.
There's a little bit of muscle down there. Well, where it used to be at.
What? Wait. What? I will bench press you with my legs.
Look at you squat.
Oh shit. Legit squat, like get it up successfully, honestly. Dude, I'm tall, maybe 255.
I don't know what my I don't know what my PR would be, but I did 10 reps of 205 the other day.
Yeah,
but so I kept going up weights, and I kept being able to like keep going, but we'd already done so many. I was like, I think this is time to stop this. And I was
could probably
dead.
bang out a solid 5 to 10 on 200 and feel okay, and then maybe go up for one big boy, and then I'm like, all right, I'm good. Like I'm not squatting for fucking, you know what I mean? Like
the worst part's the freaking bar on the back.
Oh yeah.
Like I can get the weight, but like back here, I literally feel like I'm going paralyzed.
Yeah, it's on the top of my spinal column.
Is it because of how bony we are? Like our spines are?
Yeah, 100%. That's why you see big, thick ass, neck ass, leather neck ass, boy, crocodile neck ass people that like the big, thick, white buffalo neck white dudes that'll get out there and like literally, and their neck is fucking this big around. They set the bar on there and the bar bends, and you're just like, bitch, what? Yeah, dog. That's
Seeing
why
the
you can't
bar
do
bend is the most satisfying thing in the entire world.
Dude, I saw a dude pick up like it was like 790 or something the other day. The bar like sagged a little bit when he shouldered it. And he just looked at this dude and busted out like 5. And I was like, what the fuck? Massive dude, like massive individual.
This guy that we see at the gym a lot, who's actually like, I think he's like 19 or something like that. He when he does his squats, he fills out the bar, and then he has these little bands that hang off of the ends of the bars, and they have like they're got 45 plates like racked on top of the bands, and he's just over there busting them, dude. The guy looks like a literal, I don't know, he looks like a god basically. And like he's only 19, he's like buffed. Like okay, he's like my build, but imagine if I was like mega jacked.
Just swole all the way out. But here's the other thing.
Breaded.
And like literally doctors
19.
have done studies on this and everything. Is like that guy at 45 will progressively be feeling 60, 70 years old. Because he has accelerated the use in the muscle tissue and the continual buildup and breakdown of his muscles so much that he has done so much more damage than we've done, just normalized functionality. In a steady workout. Not trying to get so goddamn swole you can't touch your back. Because if you stick a fucking receipt to the middle of that kid's back, you can't touch it.
Well, no, I think that's what's good about him is that like I said, like he's chiseled and everything, but like he looks just like if you would imagine like
we're talking Greek god sculpted. Like this dude is just
sculpted. Like not too big, just perfect.
He's still mechanically breaking down his body, dude.
But I'm just saying, like, hopefully it's not like the same like amount of like wear and tear as if he was trying to be like one of the big massive dudes or whatever.
Probably worse, dude. Probably worse because the big massive dudes that keep swelling out, they are just doing one of the two parts. They're destructively rebuilding their muscles. This guy is probably filtering and going up some. Maybe he's putting on a couple pounds and he's trying to lift a little bit more. Then he's getting hurt and then having to come down. Like
I know he wants to do competitions.
This guy, dude. I'm not saying anything bad about it. Like you choose your lifestyle.
No, I know. I'm
just smoke cigarettes and fuck dumb bitches and do stupid shit when I was 20 years old. You know what I mean? Like you choose your lifestyle. This kid's in there getting jacked, so like good on him. But like you're taking years off your life the same way I was with these cigarettes and dumb bitches. So like, I mean, it's the same aspect kind of thing. So, I mean, good on you, but like,
he probably doesn't cough as much though.
Chiseled, yeah, probably. Probably never really enjoys life. You gotta think that's like an absolute addiction. Like that is an absolute drive. That kind of chiseled and everything, like you're chasing perfection, wanting to be in competitions and everything, like that kind of shit, dude, that eats people up even worse. Like you're striving for perfect when perfect doesn't really exist.
Yeah.
That's worse than an addiction to be sitting here smoking cigarettes, chasing dumb bitches. Doing dumb shit. Dumb shit will kill you just as fast, but like he wants that. He wants to be perfect, and perfect isn't obtainable, but like to a person of that kind of nature, I don't know the kid. I'm not saying this is who he is or isn't, but like
I'm just thinking
of that nature. They normally they can't break it
because I don't know him like
that's all they know.
Because like I don't know him like super well, but I do know that he's like I don't know. I know he's stupid smart, and I guess he's one of those people that also, in his spare time, just decided to completely memorize the Bible too. So I'm sure he knows that like perfection isn't obtainable, but I wonder how much that affects his psyche of wanting to, like he's wanting to chase the best, but then I'm wondering of how like knowing that he can't be perfect, but pushing towards that, I'm wondering how that feels on like how he sees that.
And do you know the reality of the fact that you will die scares people so much that they refuse to know it?
Know it, or do they not think about it?
Yeah, so they refuse to know. They refuse to acknowledge it, kind of thing.
Okay.
because you can't live your life every day acknowledging like, oh, I'm gonna die. Like you can't, and I've lived in that. Like literally for
Yeah,
fucking
you and your
6 years of my life, like every day, dude, every day we're gonna die anyway. It doesn't matter. And like saw nothing in the world, just death. Like, and I mean, it's the same idealism of like chasing the psyche of like, oh, I want to be perfect, and knowing that you can't be perfect doesn't mean that you're not gonna fucking chase it.
Yeah.
Doesn't.
Which I mean, almost just makes it sound even more inspirational, though. It's like knowing that you can't do it, but you're still gonna chase it.
Okay, so is that bravery or stupidity? Some people call it stupid. Some people would call it like brave and like inspiring.
I would say if you know, then I would call it brave.
I call you fucking stupid.
If you don't know, and if you don't know, and you're just trying to like assume that it's just gonna go whatever way you want it to, then I would say that's stupid.
You know you won't be perfect. You know it's physically unobtainable, but you're still willing to chase it. That's fucking stupidity. That's insane. That's going.
Well, a lot of people say that that's how they get the best out of themselves is by always trying to be the best that they can be. And there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with trying to be the best that you can be. Even if you know you can't be perfect, there's nothing wrong with shooting for the stars.
You shoot for the stars, or you shoot for the moon, you land among the stars. No. I think the biggest thing with people in general that like I don't give people the BOTD the benefit of the doubt of at all is
what's the point of saying the acronym if you're then gonna say what it means?
I don't know.
I am glad you said it though, because I didn't know what you meant.
Yeah, BOTD, the benefit of the doubt.
There you go.
I don't give a lot of people the benefit of the doubt just because like I know how selfish we are as human beings. Yeah, but I also truly know how selfish you can be as a human being. And it's not that I think that you're that selfish, but I know you're capable of it.
Yeah.
Because I've only met, I don't know, probably 50 people now in my life that aren't capable of it.
50?
Yep.
That aren't capable of
just being evil and vile and mean, just to do it, just for their own personal gain, that they're not going to be selfish to be selfish. And they're all special.
Like you're saying, oh, okay.
Yeah, all the special.
Okay, I was trying to break it down because I was like,
yeah, they would never go after somebody for their own personal gain or this or that. That's what I've made that point multiple times, and that's a big thing that I'm learning from Gideon that I'm trying to give to the world. But like all of these specials that I've ever like, they would never do that. Anybody else that I meet, I'm immediately gonna think that you're capable of that because I know you're capable of that. It's someone who literally slept in my own bed, looked me in the face before, and was like, "Oh, I would never." And not just that, but like my own mom's let me down, my own dad's let me down. Like literally everybody who was never supposed to let me down. So yes, if I'm cynical, yes, if I'm scornful or whatever, but I also
I've never let
meet
you
people
down
with the apprehensive. No,
actually, I was trying to think about.
I
was trying to think about genuine. I had actually ever done anything to.
I don't think I ever let you down either. Besides, like shit, I just genuinely couldn't do. Most of the time you ever needed one, whatever. I'm like, alright, dog.
I know. I'm just trying to like. I was just trying to think if there was anything.
You don't, and that's the thing. I'm very true on the thing of like, they always say blood is thicker than water, and I'm like, hey, but you can drown. Like water will drown you a whole lot faster than blood will. Like water will fuck you up a whole lot faster than blood will.
But blood stains clothes.
But I walk around with some stains when I try to die and get waterboarded.
Dude, I waterboarded the fuck out of a centipede the other day.
I've met some people who are more solid than people that literally share my own blood. And I'm not talking shit. Like Jason is one of my best. Like he is the best brother. Like he's the man. Jackson's even solid when he wants to be and shit. Like they're good and everything. But I've met people that I'm closer and can relate more into the world with and everything that I choose to know.
I think it's really weird because even like Sandra stopped really fighting me on this, and I guess kind of started to understand what I really meant by it. But she was always like, she'd always get pissed because I wouldn't go out to like Elaine's for like the big family gatherings like at Christmas time, and like I didn't want to do that shit. Like if they wanted to take Tala, it's kind of like with church. I was like, fine, go ahead, like you can take her, but like I don't
fucking like me. They don't give a fuck about me, dog.
That's what it is.
They
like,
want to see my kids. They don't give a fuck about me.
Well, it's like not even just that. Like not even about like the kid part, but like I have lived around these people my entire life. When have I ever like hey,
wanted to
like,
see them.
well, no, just like, it's like we live in the same place, but don't live like.
You're still strange. That's what I'm saying. Like, when have you ever been like, hey, I want to go to my LA? Like, you don't do that.
Yeah.
You never, like, because there was never that kind of connection. Same thing.
Yeah,
like,
it was ever
I
only
grew up
like
with Jason and Jackson and Michael and Paige and like James and all of them, and I grew up with all of them. But like nowadays, like literally, it's like, hey, brother, man, Jay, what are you doing? Kind of thing. Like, he's the one person I talk to because I choose to keep that relationship. But there are so many people that literally would be like, oh, how are you? And I'm like, why? Don't do this.
the
Don't
weirdest
waste your
thing.
own breath.
The weirdest thing is that the sister that I am closest with, and I think it's only because she's here and I'm the oldest.
Age.
But I'm closer to the other one.
No, age in generational standpoint. The other one relates more to the older generation. You are kind of stuck in the middle where you see my generation standpoint on a lot of things, but you have your own. And honestly, they're good opinions and values in your generation too.
But
the few things that are good with your generation is you.
But like, I don't know, I've heard all three of my sisters utter pretty much the same sentence, which is like, I'm your family, why don't you blah blah blah.
Yep.
I like lived and grew up with all my sisters, but I don't know them.
I heard your sisters were bitches. I don't know, Chad. I've never met them or anything, but I heard your sisters were bitches, dude. I heard the oldest bitch.
They all bitches. I don't know. Even though I'm to the point now where I'm actually invested, so I feel like I'm supposed to be helping this motherfucker out. It's getting real hard and I'm about to give up already. But I don't know, it's just like, now that I am out of my own bullshit, I'm now able to try to like, at least like try to see if there's like a bridge there. So like I'm able to work on it more with her because I see her more, like take her to work, pick her up from work, like blah blah blah. But then I still get like spit in my face. And then I'm kind of like, what the fuck am I trying to do this for?
Have you ever asked them that?
Like what specifically?
I'm being legit. Like, have you ever asked your sisters, like, hey, why the fuck do you still disrespect me? Like, I've been solid. I've done mine. Because I've had it out with my siblings. And all my siblings said the exact same thing. I was like, hey, why the fuck do you guys always dog on me? Why am I always the one that's the joke? And, like, why do I get left out? Why is it always me? And they all said the exact same thing. Because you're motherfucking solid. Because you're good. Even when you're not, you're good. You know that about me. In the 15 years, you know me. In 10 years, you know what I mean? Like, at the time, Jack's solid. He's good. He's got it. He'll be alright. Don't know how, but he's gonna figure it out. Like, that is literally...
Yeah, but I don't feel like I get that. I would get that same amount of credit or respect though, because I know they talk shit about me.
And just tell them that. Be like, here's the thing. Like, we're fucking adults. We are grown-ups. Like, the shit talking, all the shit's gotta stop. Like, either we're gonna be solid and you're gonna need me, or, like, don't need me. Don't. Because why do you think I got 2 of 6 tattooed on my chest, but I talked to one of them? You know what I mean? Like, I don't talk to any of the other 4. Because they chose to go their way. And honestly, like, I don't have any problems with Paigey. Like, she's just been doing her own thing. She got a new man in her life, and, like, she's fucking 30 minutes away. Like, I really don't have any problems with her. She's just busy. And I'm fucking busy. But I even, to the point where, like, she doesn't text me, like, hey, you good? I'm not going to text you if you're good. But if you need me, give me a call. Same, I don't know why or how, but if I need you, I'll call you. That's just who she is and the family. Same with Jackson. Like, if he truly needed me, his truck broke down right here in front of Moore or whatever, he knows he could call me, and I'd be there, and probably way faster than he'd think I would be there, too. I'd be there fucking in a heartbeat, but, like, don't call me, dude. Don't call me unless you actually need me, because I'm going to belittle you the whole time like Dad used to do. Like, I'm going to.
But see, like, does any part of you feel like... Does any part of you ever feel like, though, that since you're the older one, that you should try to be the one that if someone does reach out, shouldn't you be the one to initiate that? As far as, like, with Paige. Because, like you said, you know, like, there's no issues there.
I don't even know Paige's number, bro. Like, that's her life. And that's the thing is, like, her life changes so much. like I can't stay solid or try to track you down because you're 25 and like I have a new phone number every 3 months or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like when life gets difficult like that, and I have a special needs kid, I run an
Yeah.
entire facility. I try to do this. Like my life is pretty routine and regulated and everything, and I'm trying to change it up to where I can get more time to do more of this, to be even more like. I'm not trying to track you down, dude. I don't. Because I am the older sibling and shit. And like, you know where the fuck I am. Like, my name's always in the headlines and papers of like, hey, Zach's doing that. Like, whether I said it or not, because I probably fucking didn't say it. Like, I know my dad talks about me. I know my grandparents are always talking about it. And like, whether they'll ever look me dead ass in the face, I know they're proud because you couldn't fucking do it. My parents give it a special needs child, but dude, he'd already be in the fucking, he would literally already be signed over to the state. AB, BRB, got you. Sorry, babe, I didn't even. Why do some siblings still here just muted? Man, I appreciate you. We're having a really good one. I'm vibing right now. Why do some siblings?
Yeah, I wonder why.
Why do some siblings get to have distance, but not others? I think pretty much like we were just talking about. I think it's never about that any one gets more distance than the other. It's just about the distance that you're willing to cover the same I am. So if we're however far away and you're willing to cover 200 of the 800 miles or 400 of the 800 miles, I'll meet you halfway. And not even like literal, but figuratively. Like if you're willing to meet me halfway on like shooting that text every once in a while, like, what's up, bitch, you good? You don't have to be sappy. I don't want you to be like, I love you, I respect you, you taught me this in life. Don't. Just, hey, what's up, motherfucker? You alright? Yeah, I'm good. Solid. You? Yeah, same. Cool. We'll get together, have a beer. Love you. Love you. You'd hit me with that every 2-3 weeks, every month. Because I have a little brother on my mom's side, and he's literally an Army Ranger, and he's literally about to deploy. And every month, I have a reminder set on my phone on the third Wednesday, because I know that's normally when he has his free day anyway, that I text him, and I'm like, what's up, bitch, you good? Normally, bitches about it's cold, or fuck the Army, or fuck this, or I'm good. All right. We cover the same distance. It just works. So I don't think it's about. Do you think your views are ever skewed on how much effort a sibling would put in? No.
Unless I'm understanding it wrong, I was gonna say it.
So no, I think I give them less credit than they're actually probably worth. Like I think my views at this point at 30 and bitter are like I give them, 10% and they're probably capable of 20 or 30, but they just don't know how to do it. The same way I don't know how to do it. Like you said, being the older sibling, should it be me to initiate and everything? Yeah, I always feel that. Always feel like it's lonely at the top, Elizabeth. Like I'm top dog for a reason. And like
Greg said it's never lonely at the top.
No, it's lonely at the top, Elizabeth. It's fucking. It is lonely as fuck at the top. Like trust me, there. Just because like I've been feeling that, especially being back at work. Like work's needed me, life has needed me, Gideon has needed me. I wanted to be here. Like I needed this. Like my wife has needed me, and now that she really needs me, but it's just like there are times when people need you to check in, and I feel like that's the skewed part that I might have on any of it is that like. I kind of get bitter when I know that there's a time I need them and they don't come through, but like I miss plenty of their time too. I think I probably don't give them as much credit as they're worth. In some and others, I give way too much credit that aren't worth a fucking thing.
What is in those gummies? Can you read that off again? I see.
Am I talking like just amazing knowledge? I feel really good. Like,
You're just like you always express yourself, but you usually do it really aggressively, and it kind of makes it like almost kind of lose a bit of its punch. But now you're just saying it like really elegantly and smoothly and everything, and it just sounds really sensitive. And it's a nice side of Negan. He does have a heart.
I don't feel like it'd be as productive as if I did it with more validity because the purpose is behind what I'm trying to say. Like the meaning is behind my words. But like, if you hear me, you hear me. If you don't, I mean, I get so tired of trying to carry addicts. You can carry the message, but you can't hear the addict. Like I get so tired of trying to force people to hear me.
I've been saying this term a lot lately, especially with what I was saying about where me trying to help younger one has been pissing me off so much lately. I've been saying this phrase a lot, and I've said it so much that I've tried to stop myself from saying it. Because you know how it is when somebody's like shoving stuff down your throat, and you're like, yeah, I'm trying not to do that.
And
So,
no, yeah.
I've had to stop myself from saying, I keep going, I can give you the knowledge. It's up to you what you do with it. I'm just putting it on the table. Like in that exact way, like with the little, I'm just putting it on the
You're
table.
being condescending. You're literally like, hey,
Yeah,
when
because-
I was your age, I did the same thing. Yeah, but it's not
I
a
know.
good mistake to make, bro. It's not.
I know.
And trust me, I
I
try
know.
to do that with you. I try to do that with Jason. I try to do that
I know.
with countless friends. I try to do that with
That's why
relationship people.
that's why I'm trying to make sure that I chill out, is because
Yep.
I already know.
It doesn't matter to them if it matters to you. Like it genuinely doesn't. Now, do you want it to matter to them if it matters to you? Yes, but like
Of course, but
the people who it will matter to immediately, and you'll never have to tell them, like, hey, you know, that hurts my feelings. Like, enough, like that. They were supposed to be there.
because
They
even
were
when I'm like,
you know what I mean?
because then when I'm like, hey, you know, like, so you're doing this? She'll be like, yeah, and I'll be like, well, I was doing something like that one time, and it went like this. She was like, oh, well, she'll be like, oh, well, hopefully that doesn't happen. And then like that exact thing will happen, and she'll be like upset or whatever, and I'll be like, did this happen? She'll be like, yeah, and I'll be like, did it go like this, that, and this? She'll be like, yeah, and then I'll be like, do I need to say it? She'll be like, no, you were right.
And that's a win for you, but like also,
But also, it's still a loss. Yeah, it's still a loss
It's
because
a loss for them. So it's a loss for both of you. So as the
Yeah.
older sibling, like that's what I've had to learn too. Is there's plenty of times like I'll drop some fucking knowledge on Jason's head, like actual like, hey man, it's gonna go like this, or like it's gonna look like this, and he won't listen to me, and then he'll come to me and be like, dude, it went like this, and I'll be like, yep. So what's up? How you feel about it? Like, and instead of just looking at him and knowing in the back of my head, I'm like,
it kills me how your
screaming and just,
microphone
like,
does that.
Yeah, how it picks up and cuts
Yeah.
out. Yeah. Like it knows, but I like if I just look at Jason and tell him over and over again, like told you, he's never gonna bring me shit, and I'm never gonna get
Yeah.
to drop the knowledge because there has been those times where I'm like, hey, dude, think of this, and then it turns out good for him because he listened to what I said. He's like, hey, appreciate you.
I think also whether it's
Oh,
been
alright, cool.
like when I was drinking or like when I get high or just whatever the case may be, whether it's my mania like taking over or whatever, like there'd be times where like it wasn't just like me like helping out with the situation, it would be like me ranting for like literally an entire car ride.
You're
Like, it
doing
would-
too much. You're trying to live that for them, and that's their mistake. You just give them the little bit, see what they do with it. If they take it, cool.
Yeah, but like I
If
said,
they
that was
don't,
also because I was, like you know how it is, like when you get
yeah.
rolling.
Hey, when you get
Hey,
when you get on
especially-
the vibe, you get gone.
You're a little tipsy, a little turny. You're ready to just turn into Eminem.
Chat asked, do you congratulate a birth if your sister never told you about the pregnancy?
I mean, and do congratulations have an expiration date? Like,
I mean,
what
my sister did that. She legitimately hid being pregnant and everything and just popped out a kid. And then adopted her. Like, adopted her out at 16. Hid it the whole time. My sister Paige.
Really?
When me and your sister were here, right? Like, before we got divorced and everything, we came here, she was pregnant. She was 5 months pregnant.
Jeez.
She was like wearing big baggy clothes. They thought it was just like a weight gain. You know, she was going through puberty or whatever. Nah, she was pregnant.
And
Popped out a kid, signed paperwork, like it already had it all figured out and everything. Called her mom, was like, hey, told her the deal. It was wild times.
I'm trying to
I
imagine.
mean, I still congratulate you. Yeah. I mean, like you said, do congratulations have expirations?
Yeah, because then I feel like if depending on like if you found out after whatever that expiration date was, then no.
I gotta pee. I still don't want to get up. Oh.
Oh, chat. What are we gonna do with this fool? And I hope he can still hear me. What are we gonna do with this fool? My phone's on 2%. My charger's so far away. Dang it, the Twitch chat isn't updating on my phone either. That's unfortunate. There it all is. Now it's refreshed.
So as a sibling, fuck knowing about the kid before it's born. No, yeah, because like as a sibling or like as their support group, you're just supposed to give a shit about like the factor, not the factor. You're supposed to give a shit about the fact. Like, there's a kid now. Here you go. Just get over it. Why are you so blurry? Is that me?
I don't know.
Face.
I think it's both of us a little bit. But yeah, mine's been going in and out of focus throughout the evening. Randomly.
I think a big thing with like your siblings too is like they're also the only other people who understand how you're raised. And that is something that like you can't
I thought
replicate. What do you mean? No, okay. So here's the other the caveat. Yes. Because me and my little brother Jason and Jackson and everybody else had a different dad. Because when Mark was talking to Zach or Negan, he was motherfucking in my ass beating the shit out of me. But when he's talking to them, it was like calm and copacetic. Like, you got different parents, but they also understood like the parent that you got. Because like, unless they're just pieces of shit, which all three of your siblings are, they're going to understand that like you did get treated different. And like that is one thing I look at all my motherfucking siblings in the face and I'm like, even my older brother was like, "Oh, we got it so bad," and I'm like, "You didn't even get it like I did, dog. Like I got put through a fucking front door with my forehead. Like I got beat the fuck up. Like my dad has physically assaulted me since I was 14 years old. Like the moment I was like, still get different parents to this day with my siblings. Yeah, the moment I was like, "Oh, fight me like a real man," he from that moment on, 14 years old, like we were fighting like real men. Like my dad has fucked me up in ways that like you get beat up in a bar fight.
And see, like that just seems crazy to me.
Yep. Yeah, and like Chad just said, she said still get different parents to this day with my siblings, and they are 40. Like literally, her oldest brother is he scorned us. He was terrible to us. Didn't show up at our wedding. Like literally, like doesn't talk to us anymore and everything because of something Anna did. And then like her dad like talks about him every week, and he doesn't even talk to her dad anymore. And like every week is just like, oh, you know your brothers, they're good man. I'm just like, what? One of them's a 4-time felon. The other one literally talks shit about you, old man.
I find it crazy how often I have to like stop people like when they're talking about a certain person and they're like saying his name and like just bringing him up and telling a story and using his name in it and everything, and I'm just like, I don't care. I'm like, tell me what you got to tell me without including all, like, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Yep. It's just like, yeah, it's part of the story, but it's useless. Like, there's no reason for it to be in there.
I feel your baby mama does that a lot. Like, she makes sure to tell you about what her boyfriend or whatever is doing in the scenario. That's shitty, man. That's shitty. That's shitty.
And she does it. She does it, but she tries to do it in a nonchalant way. So it's not like right up in my face, but it's always like in the background.
Yeah, it's almost worse. You're like, I see the elephant. Will you please put him outside the fucking room so we can just have our conversation?
Dude, I listened to a song the other day, and I had not got high for a few days, and I had like got high for the first time listening to this song. I almost opened an email document so that I could type her a message about getting rid of all this extra bullshit and just like being parentings and like just parenting, because I was like, none of this, like, I don't want this shit affecting my decisions. I want my decisions to be like right-minded and just for Tala. And I don't want there to be any type of like any type of just negative baggage sitting there that might like weigh my decision in a way that would make me make a wrong decision just because I was being like a stubborn asshole or something because I was pissed off about something she did. I literally almost opened an email document because I knew text wouldn't be big enough. I was going to send her an email, and then I like ate some food and like go down the road a little bit.
Really thought about it.
And
But
got
let me
like
send an email right now because I just offended chat and I didn't mean to. First and foremost, chat, what I was saying about Paige is not that she is solid. I was actually saying the complete opposite. I was saying that I don't know where she is because I haven't known where she is for long enough. Second, I'm not just putting your siblings on blast to put your siblings on blast. Like I will talk shit about any and all of mine too. Your siblings, when they don't act like assholes and when they're not doing their dumb shit, are actually pretty solid dudes because they're like your dad and I like your dad. So I apologize. I did not mean to offend you, and I'm not trying to say that my, like you said, 5-time abortion adoption baby on her 7th kid. I think so this will be her 6th kid, and she's had 3 abortions, and she adopted one, and then Addie is with her. So yeah. So she's not solid. She's not solid on even the aspect of like understanding what real life looks like.
Bro?
So no, I do not want to offend you, chat. I am not trying to do that. I am just simply stating that I probably don't give anybody the benefit of the doubt the way that I should correctly, and that they all suck ass. Mine and yours.
Is it 6 kids plus the abortions, or is it
with the abortion? Like with the abortion, she's had 6 pregnancies.
So like she has 2 kids and 3 abortions, or like 2 kids, one adopted, and then
now.
Okay,
Yeah,
so she's pregnant right now. How many kids are living?
Has a daughter, 2. One of them has been adopted out, and then one of them she has.
And the first one was adopted out.
Yeah.
So there's only one living with her, and she's pregnant right now. Out of like 8 or 7 or something.
6.
Okay. Damn. I don't know. Okay, that reminded me of a Kevin Hart meme. I don't know if that "damn" was like any way offensive or rude.
It should be like. I mean, I don't run from topics here and everything, and like I have no qualms with Paige Allison. Absolutely no qualms with Paige Allison, but I also will not shy away from the actual facts, like chat said, because my siblings, including myself, have done some really bad things in the world. Like, Chad, I don't know if you know this about me in general or whatever, but when I was put on drug court, I was presented with one of 2 options: 7 misdemeanors or 2 felonies. One carried 6 years, one carried 7 years. So of course, I chose the 6 years, and I chose all the misdemeanors. But the thing that I didn't know about all these misdemeanors is if I fucked up drug court, that they could have turned them around on me and hit me for 5 misdemeanor violent charges. And extended all my time and everything. So like I'm not a saint by any means. I sit here behind this microphone and try to put knowledge into the world because I've had a lot of knowledge lived, not because I know anything really. Just because I've been here in the scenarios. Not trying to put anybody on blast.
But the sinners save the saints.
Always. And that's the thing, is like I've always been the black sheep. I've always been the bad guy in the room, but I've also always been the one that's solid that people come to and like, oh, why don't you check on me? Oh, because you're solid, Zach. Well, you can't say that and then not have done shit to make yourself solid. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say that. I feel like I feel like it's more or less like not that they know that I'm solid, but just that I'm just here whenever they need something. Because especially when it relates to the kids, I'm not gonna say no. Like a while back, even after the last thing I probably blew up to you about one of my sisters about.
Yes.
That is true.
That is true.
That is what drug rehabs look like.
100%.
But
100%. You need to start telling them no. And I get it's hard because it is your nieces and nephews and everything. But
like I took them to a camp at 6 o'clock in the morning.
but it's not you.
Like that's what I'm saying. I'm there when like.
So, it's a weird caveat because the kids will remember that Uncle Matt took them. Like the kids will always remember it was Uncle Matt that did it and everything. But like your siblings will also get credit for it because like, oh yeah, you know, we put you in that camp. Oh yeah, we did this, we did that, and they'll be like, but Uncle Matt took me every day. Oh yeah, because Uncle Matt lives at home, and like they'll throw you under the bridge in the same aspect of using you. Like that's where I had to start drawing the line, dog. Like 100%, because I love those people. I love those people that'll use me the fuck up and then talk shit about me behind my back. I'm attracted to that. Like that
For some
is
reason.
the madness I draw in my life. So like when I could finally cut those people off and start telling them like, no, dude, you ain't as solid as I think you are, because I come when you call me. When you call, I come running. When I call you, it's 15 different excuses. Not doing that.
Yeah, I've like, especially over since my Mamba year started, that's one thing I've gotten good at with like, you know, like external relationships, I guess you would call them. Like when girls hit me up now, I can just be like, no, or I'm not dating right now. Like I'm able to
given.
like I'm able
Don't
to
get what you're not given.
Yeah. And like they'll be like, oh, I need this, I need that. I'm just kind of like, you never really did anything for me. So like I have gotten better at that. And like, so this happened the other day, and it hasn't happened in like several years, so it actually kind of hit me as like an uncle for a second. But I guess like school just started back up. I think it was like their first or second day, something like that. And Oliver's thing that he did was for him to write down people that made him feel safe. And there was like 6 lists. There's like 6 names on there. Like 3 of them were superheroes, and then like one of them was his mom, and then me, and then I don't even know who the other person was. But it was just kind of like I made it on there with the superheroes. I was like, all I do is beat the shit out of that kid. I was like, if anything, I was like, I should probably be the person that makes him feel the less safe. He does. Because I think what I've always like when I'm fighting them, I'm like telling them life lessons while I'm fighting them.
Bro,
like
I used to fuck that kid up. Like he would go to stand up and I'd swoop the fucking leg. He would hit the thing and roll and get right back up. I swoop the fucking leg.
I hit him with a swanton bomb one time.
He used to love that shit, man. That's how he learned how to walk. Like because you remember when he started he had real bad balance. I used to keep pushing him over, knocking him down, making him have to get up and fight through it.
Dude, I saw a baby picture of that motherfucker the other day. Fat.
Solid. Fed him all the time. He's a fat little bastard, dude. Fucking
I always had the little waterfall down the chest and stomach.
They like fucking horse. They like a horse, bro.
But I don't know. Yeah, it's just I don't know. Just stuff like that is what makes it rewarding. Because even though I know I'm getting used, to know that I play that kind of part to where like they see me up there with the Spider-Man and.
So which one are you gonna let hurt you more? Are you gonna let the fact that you don't do the things for the nieces and nephews hurt you, or are you gonna let the siblings fuck you over consistently, consecutively, and continually?
I think.
And I'm not. I don't know. This is
I'm answering.
Genuinely.
Yeah, I'm answering. I think I would rather my siblings fuck me over because I'm already so used to it. It doesn't even hurt anymore. And the kids, I'm still like we have like they've never done anything to me. We still have a great relationship. I hear you.
I miss my nephew Duck. Like I miss Declan. I ain't seen Declan. Like actually seen him since Jason's wedding, and like he still runs up to me, Uncle Hi. I'm like, what's up, dude? Like his mom hates it, his dad hates it. They call me Uncle Hi, but that's like who I am to him. I miss him every fucking day, dude. I miss him every day. I swear, up and down. I will not let if you're gonna talk to me like this as my sibling, I'm gonna break your fucking jaw. Like you should know that about me. So like I just have to cut his parents off.
Like I said, I
understand it. His parents and lose him, and it sucks. It hurts, but like I honestly found a little bit of peace.
I've become more comfortable with cutting people off, but I think it's still hard to cut off the people that I know that didn't do anything wrong.
You're not cutting them off though. You're just saving it for a later date.
But that later date might never come. So you are kind of like there's memories that could be made with them, even if it is in spite of the parents a little bit.
I think that it skews it so badly when the parents get credit for the memory that you made. I think that part got so
here's the thing.
Infuriating and intoxicating to me that it got to be the driving factor was that like I was getting scorned and everybody knew I was the one getting scorned and they were okay with it and I wasn't okay with it.
I'm seeing Tala on stories countless times a week when on days that like I have her like every day. Like I'm seeing these posts pop up on multiple different social medias and you have your kid like a day and a half a week. So like I know exactly what you mean. Like like I said, we've ran into people in public that have been like
reaping the rewards.
Yeah,
Is that Tala? And you're like
yeah, dude, people will be like, "Oh, you must be Tala's dad." Like when they see me with Tala because they didn't know me.
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah,
who the fuck are you?
Yeah, that, and then like also what made me feel a lot better about it was whenever I realized that like he's reaping the rewards, but like from who that matters. The only people that matter know the truth. And that's her parents, my parents, me, and Tala.
Can I say something out loud and I love you?
Yeah, that's fine. Let me just say real quick is that I would rather the people that I'm actually like people that are actually important to me. I would rather them be on my side than a bunch of people that see shit on social media and think that fucking matters.
And I agree with that. That's a true in your soul statement that like I 100% agree with. You're still getting fucked over the hardest because the only person who isn't getting the true realist version of all of this is you.
What do you mean by the truest realist version?
You get the rough Tala days where you have to be the parent and teach her stuff. She just gets the easy 2 days. You never get the break. You never get the rewards. You don't get to reap shit. And like you're saying, oh, it matters to them. Yeah, it fucking matters to them. But goddamn it, it's gotta matter to you, man. Like
no, what matters to me is that Tala has a relationship with her dad that I never had with mine.
Yeah, but that you are not responsible for Tala's feelings. You are responsible for teaching your daughter.
Don't say that because I'll literally meme you to death.
You can't, but like literally, what it comes down to is you are responsible for teaching your child right and wrong. You are responsible for teaching her like how and why you're supposed to feel things and everything. Yes, your quality of life matters, dude.
Yeah,
quality of life. No, I don't think. I want you to actually think about this, and not just here on podcasts and anything. Like I want you to actually sit there and think about what quality of life means, because something that we learned at the conference and everything, and it kind of hurts just to think about and everything, but like my child was never given like the diagnosis that you get as a terminal deletion is pretty much a quality of life diagnosis. They're there to give you the best quality of life possible, knowing it is probably going to be shorter, harder, more complex quality of life, man. So this parent stood up there in front of everybody and talked about how all she did for 11 years of her life was take care of her daughter day in and day out, made her food and everything. And her daughter passed away. And then she had nothing. Nothing. Yeah. And she realized that her quality of life had to matter too. So like, not that
they say the same thing in like relationships, like keeping when there's relationships, you're supposed to add yourself to that, not become it.
Yeah, you have to like. There's Negan and there's Anna.
Yeah.
And then there's Chad, or there's Zach and Anna, and then there's Chad and Negan. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we go together in that and everything, and we match there. But like, bro, my wife has 2 bachelor's degrees and like talks circles around me sometimes in the rhetoric she uses. And I'm a pretty intelligent human being, and I'm still just like, what the fuck did you just say? The boy go dumb. What? What are you talking about? Like, I mean, like her friends that she has all like own nice houses and live in nicer neighborhoods and like they're good people and like they have crazy lives going on and stuff, but like I hang out with outlaws and degenerates that got 6 teeth and a fucking dipper, like a whole can of Skull tobacco in their mouth at the same time with a Miller in one hand and a fucking bottle of water in the other, and like can't remember which one was the spitter, so just drinking them both. Like that's my friends, you know what I mean? So
I don't think I've ever asked for a sponsor, but I just need this sponsor. Okay.
Same with Liquid Death. MGK, fucking help us out. I got some of your teas too. We got the Grim Leafer. I can't remember what this other one's called. Slaughterberry.
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 But like, what I can say.
Look at it.
Oh yeah, I love the predicting chat. It saves me a few times. But like, once again, part of the reason why I've become happier over my Kobe year is because like those kind of things are starting to click and kind of fall into place. Like before that, it was just me and Tal. That was it. Now I like I went over to, I told you I was at Jennifer's earlier. I like went over there.
Jennifer, I still never got a response to that.
She's a homie. She's a homie. We dated once before last summer.
That's like, I just need a hand job. Like,
No, I have nothing.
The DJ Sticky Fingers, old fiddle biddle.
A friendly hug on the way out. I like a friendly like, oh hi hug, and then a friendly bye hug, and that's it. Like, have you ever seen Subnautica?
No.
It's a game where you like go down in the ocean and like submarine and everything. I've played it once before, and in like beta or something, and one of her kids was playing it. So like after they got home from school, there was one point where I was just down in the basement and I was telling him about it, and we were talking about these alien keys and everything, like, or alien tablets. And it was like I can just go over there and I'm literally just hanging out, like it's just a chill time. But where I'm getting at with this is that like I used to not.
This is named Jennifer.
That's true, but all it was like it was just me and Tala. Never left the house, never left my room, never did anything. But now I'm going to the gym damn near every day, every other day. I'm going out, like I went over there. I hung out pretty much like all day. I think it was from like 2 o'clock till fucking pod started. I was over there. I like dyed her hair. Like she let me dye her hair.
I'll be fucking before the end of the minute. I'm just kidding.
It was just like that. Dude.
Quality
like
of life, man.
We were watching like I'm just happy is what I'm saying. Like I'm saying like so yeah, I'm saying like even though on like a broad term within like the social media space or whatever, am I getting fucked over and not reaping any rewards? Yes.
Yeah.
But my body, like my mind and my soul has come to the point to where those things used to hurt me, but now I've become complacent and happy with where I am and knowing that what I'm doing is right, that I'm just happy. Like those things aren't hurting me anymore. I'm just happy now. So that's why I've been doing so much better, is because those things aren't affecting they used to keep me down in bed. They used to make me want to drink. They used to make me want to do whatever harmful to my body that I could. And now they don't anymore. And now I'm at peace and now just working on myself. Huh?
Complacency is the killer of joy. So I understand what you meant, and I don't.
Did you hear how I just ended that though?
Yes, but
I said that I was working on things for myself, like the podcast, like the YouTube channel, like me trying to get a remote job, like I'm trying to get my life going now.
Yeah, but no,
I'm not complacent.
Content, not complacent. Yeah, you said complacent, so I think you're content, not complacent. Sorry, I just wanted to clear that up because you said you're like, oh, I'm complacent, and I was like, you're not complacent. You're very content. Content and complacent are two vastly different things. And honest to God, I'm content in life. Like I'm very content with what I have. I love my wife. I love my podcast. I love my job. I love my child. Like I'm very content, but I'm still seeking. I'm still fucking hungry as fuck, dude. Tired, but I'm fucking hungry. Tired, but I'm fucking hungry.
Yeah. And then
my headphones are dying though. How long? The goddamn 2 hours and 10 minutes. Holy
yeah,
fuck.
dude.
You start this shit over.
You started going.
On YouTube?
Yeah, we're on both. I'm streaming too.
Say, suck my dick.
Even though I just don't know if the cameras are showing or not. 'Cause it was...
Oh my god.
But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
If not, you can just delete it. We'll port this over. Chat, we will see you tomorrow night. I don't know what we're doing for game night yet. Like, I really don't know what the plan or what's going on. But yeah, we will see you guys tomorrow for game night. Get murdered in prison, y'all. I'm just saying. We will see you guys tomorrow night. It has been a great 2 hours. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with us. We will see you tomorrow, probably 9:30 at the latest. Probably be on both again. I'll be on Twitch on my side, and he'll probably be on YouTube on his side, just so we can get the game nights on there. YouTube is working. Let's fucking go.
We're streamers.
Let's fucking go. We're streamers.
We're
Chat, I
professional.
love you guys. We've been doing this for 2 hours, 10 minutes. I'm tired. My mouth hurts. My jaw hurts. I love you guys. I'll see
Get
you.
that log, y'all.
Yeah.
Remember, Chad, a hoe's a hoe.